So 13 years later, we feel that there are still some issues to be resolved in terms of how much the community should benefit from the project. At this level, we talk of both perceptions and reality. We know that when Greenfuel is speaking to the public and to its other stakeholders, they refer to contributing to power within the grid. I think at national level, there is power that is being contributed by Greenfuel, and also there are some plots, irrigation plots that are given to the community, and then we have some community members that are employed by the company. There are buses that goes to the company. We are not saying that there are no benefits that the community are getting from the project, but the issues that are at play has to say how significant has life improved for a community member, for a local community member, not for those who are in business or those who are elites who have sometimes captured the company in a way, or who have lobbied using their either economic strength or political strength. The common man who used to have 3 or 4 hectares, and the common man who has not even been able to access the 0.5 hectare plot, the common member who is not employed by the company, the common member who no longer have a decent home because they are now, when they used to have a place where they are staying with 3 or 4 hectares, they are now staying on a land size that is almost like they are in an urban setup. The lifestyle for people in Chisumbanje has changed because those who are working for Greenfuel behaves in a bit of like they're in an urban setup. So we are seeing Chisumbanje to sort of like extending into kind of a town. So it is now difficult for the communities to survive by their own means. They've become dependent on the kind of life that is urban. So that is the biggest problem. So as leadership from a PYCD point of view, we still feel that this battle is not over, and we have a case that is pending with the court, that is litigation, where we have since challenged Greenfuel to be condemned and say how much land should they get. Because to the community that we represent at the level of the PYCD, there are questions to say, Greenfuel continues to expand, and to where should they end? There's been talk of 40,000 hectares of arable land, but sometimes you wake up, you see they've expanded this area. The communication between what is happening at the level of the RDC, at the level of the Ministry of Lands, at the level of the government is very minimal. So some of the information is by speculation. So we feel that the process of litigation, when we went to court in 2019, it was more like saying it's not an urgent case. So what has the court has said is that it is not urgent, it is going through its processes. And we feel there are some developments that are beginning to happen now within the courts, which we got a court case in Kondo, a village, where the High Court in Mtara has agreed with the arguments by the community to say the RDC cannot just urbanize without following due process. So we feel that on its own it's a hint that the case that we have with the court for Greenfuel is already a winnable case, because there has been a lot of processes that has been fraud in the way Greenfuel has done its business, where the community has not been fully involved at the level of undergoing due processes. Of course, we have in some cases where there are papers signed, and we still feel that some of the papers might have been signed, yes, but without following due processes. And that is a strong case that the community is represented by the Platform for Youth in Community Development with other stakeholders that represent the rights of the communities, the rights of the farmers, the rights of the villagers.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.